This is Whirlwind Radio with your host Marcello Sukhdeo. In the show today, a new app that allows Alexa on Apple Watch. Encyclopedia Britannica has released a new free Chrome extension that will give you factual, relevant information, and a new display technology from Intel that will result in over 24 hours battery life for laptops. The battery life on our devices is what I would say is the most annoying part of our gadgets. Ever so often, you'll have to find a power source to plug in. For the most part, I have to charge my phone and Apple Watch every day. Even the battery on my MacBook is not doing well these days. One of the reasons why expanding a battery is not a good idea for companies is that it usually ends up affecting performance, and that can be seen on laptops. But there is some good news. Intel has found a way to extend battery life by hours using a new type of display. The end result is a laptop that can run for up to 28 hours without charging. And that's awesome. Imagine working on your laptop for 2 days in the office without charging it. Or if you're off on a short trip, then there's no need to walk with your charger, which gives that awkward bulge in your bag. So this is great to see. Finally, we are making some progress with batteries. Intel is working with a low power display technology that's called a LPDT, which allows for the creation of a 1-watt panel manufactured by Sharp and Innolux. At this time, of course, Intel is not releasing any details on how this technology works, but it does claim that it can cut the amount of power on an LCD panel in certain scenarios by almost half. So this means a laptop can now play video for about 8 hours longer. This 28-hour battery life claim comes from Intel's own internal testing, so it has not been confirmed by independent sources yet. But still, it gives a good direction that Intel is heading in, and that's great to see. The laptop that Intel used in these tests was fitted with the LPDT display that I've just talked about, running on a 15-watt Core i7 processor with 8 GB of RAM and Intel 600p SSD and that's the UHD Graphics 620. I know you might not be interested in these specs, but these are pretty high specs, which should be consuming a lot of power. But it didn't, because it was running on the low power display technology. The video during the test was played continuously with the screen set at 150 nits brightness and audio heard through the headphones in order to gauge the battery life. Intel is now planning to offer LPDT as a specification to display manufacturers. And if they accept this, then any laptop using the 1-watt panel and running an Intel processor can automatically adjust settings to take advantage of the LPDT power savings. And those adjustments include continuous brightness and refresh rate tweaks. So it seems that Intel is taking advantage of this ability to automatically adjust screen brightness and the refresh rates based on what the laptop is doing. And lowering both the save power, Intel looks to have achieved this without the user being able to notice any difference in viewing quality. And it's also been done without compromising the screen resolution, the size, or color restrictions. The downside, and as you know, there's always a downside, LPDT can't be used with existing displays as it needs the new 1-watt panel. Now, Sharp and Innolux can already build these, so it's just a matter of time before it becomes available. The Encyclopedia Britannica is looking to regain its relevance by attaching itself to Google search results. And this is an effort to correct the incorrect information that Encyclopedia Britannica believes exists on the internet. The new search product that is called Britannica Insights is a Chrome extension that will take information from the encyclopedia and then populate it on the sidebar snippet of a Google search results page. And this snippet is a welcome resource in most cases when it comes to simple factual questions like, how far away is the Earth from the sun? And what is the moon like? Or you want more information about the sun or different things. Also information like on US presidents like George Washington and so on. The information through this extension is fast, accessible, and usually correct. It's these snippets that also inform 80% of Google Home search results. So remember, when you're doing a search result on Google, you will normally see on the right-hand side some information pertaining to that search. So now Britannica will be there. It will not replace Google's search results, but it will be there, and you can have that information as well. This plugin is free, and the content is provided through human writers and editors at the company. So that's good as well. Suggested articles and context are provided underneath search results as well, and improvement to the core basics of that some Google snippets currently provide. So when you do that search, you'll be able to have relevant articles appearing under there as well. According to the Global Chief Executive Officer of the Britannica Group, for over 250 years, Britannica has defined what it means to provide trusted and verified information. With the addition of this latest extension, Britannica Insights will make it easier for everyone from kids to curious adults to professional researchers to find trustworthy results faster. And when we do a search on the internet, most of us will only look at the first page and then move on to maybe another search. So what Britannica Insights is providing on the first page of a search is crucial to bring us that trustworthy, relevant, and correct information. Also, it provides a deeper look into a subject, like a search on, for example, climate change, presents both quick facts as well as a deep dive into coverage of climate change through geologic time and the impact of climate change on, say, rivers and icebergs and so forth. A search on, for example, Barack Obama brings up not only his basic overview of his life and presidency, but also a deeper coverage of his role in historical events as well, such as the Syrian civil war. The Britannica Insights release comes at a time when Google and its products, like YouTube, are being utilized by Wikipedia as a source for online fact-checking. In March, YouTube's CEO announced that the platform will begin adding information from Wikipedia underneath videos in efforts to address the platform's onslaught of conspiracy-related content. And as you know, Wikipedia pages can easily be edited, and this makes the platform a playground for trolls and for getting false information out. So, Encyclopedia Britannica hopes to combat these issues by expanding the market for quick sidebar information like the Google snippet. And with this new extension, the company hopes to cut through the noise on the internet and provide a trusted and verified information at the top right-hand corner of their search results page. With this new extension, the company hopes to cut through the noise on the internet and provide trusted and verified information at the top right-hand corner of the search results page. Britannica Insights works with major search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, and others on the Chrome browser. If you are an Amazon Prime customer and an Amazon user, and you're tired of having to rely on Siri on your Apple Watch, now you can get Amazon's Alexa assistant on your watch. The only thing is that this is done through a third-party app. Voice in a Can is an app that lets you interact with Alexa on an Apple Watch. It's a standalone Apple Watch app, which means that you don't need to have your iPhone to use Alexa, or you need all you need is just the Wi-Fi signal or the LTE if you have that version of the Apple Watch. Apple has restricted the Apple Watch to easily access Siri and no other digital assistants. But with Voice in a Can, it makes it easy to launch the app from the watch face. As this is a third-party Alexa app, it also means you won't be able to use it to make calls or play music or do echo announcements. However, if you're really interested in having this, it will only support the smart home features of Alexa. The smart home support means you'll be able to trigger your lights or other devices like an Alexa-enabled coffee machine while you're out of the house. Voice in a Can works by syncing to your main Amazon Alexa account, and then you tap on the icon in the app to get Alexa to respond. Apple Watch apps aren't particularly speedy, as you know, and this is no exception. But it's a good idea to increase the timeout settings for apps on the Apple Watch, as when the display goes blank, then the app disconnects with Alexa service. Now, until Amazon officially supports the Apple Watch, and it's going to take a little while for that to happen, this is the best alternative out there. But it's priced at $1.99, so it's not too bad if you really want Alexa on your wrist and to give it a shot. Well, with that, we come to the end of Whirlwind Radio for this week. From the team here at Whirlwind, this is Marcello Sukhdeo saying stay safe in the technology whirlwind. Crack it.